Hey guys, I'm back and today I'm going to be doing my second update to my Graveyard Project Pan here on YouTube. I was so excited to be participating in this project pan again this year. I will link its creators and some other people who do this project that I like down below, as I always do. And most of all, let's hop straight into the progress because I am so excited. So starting with my Resurrection products, first, I wanted to talk about this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Champagne Pop. My goal is to use this up, and here is what this was looking like last month. I don't keep track of uses on this, but I use it on my face every time I wear makeup, or we'll get into that. Every time I wear makeup at home, and here is what it is looking like today. I definitely can see progress. I've used a lot of the big mound that was in the center. I would really love to get this used up. I'm not sure if I will be able to in the next 2 months because this is a good amount of product. My issue with this is that I can't take it with me anywhere because it's so fragile. That's how this happened, is because it is so fragile, it shattered and got everywhere, and I couldn't salvage the bulk of the product. And so when I'm going to my mom's house or going to visit friends or something like that, I can't take this with me without worrying that it's going to shatter in the pan, and I just don't want to deal with that anymore, which is largely why I'm trying to get this used up. So I wear this every single time I do my makeup at home, like today. I think it looks so beautiful, but if I want to get it used up in the next 2 months, I think I need to also start using it as an eyeshadow, and I will try. I've got a lot of eyeshadows that I'm panning. I have a lot of champagne, like inner corner highlight shades that I'm panning right now, and it's just, we'll see. I really want to get it used up, so I think I might for a couple weeks there just wear it all over the lid a couple of times. Then the next Resurrection product is this Cargo Smoobles Longwear Eyeshadow Stick. And this I also wanted to use up, and I have. This is it completely rolled up. I tried applying it on my lid this morning and I could just get like the teeniest, tiniest bit. So that's what this is, just to really say I used up as much as I possibly could. If I really like press down onto my skin, I can get a swatch, but I don't want to like stab myself in the eye with this. So that's the highlighter, but this is the eyeshadow stick. I am so sad that Cargo Cosmetics is no longer a brand. I've used up multiple of their eyeliners and eyeshadow sticks. Their Smoobles collection was unmatched. I truly am just gonna miss this, but I'm glad that I actually got it used up and out of my collection. I wore this a ton whilst I was traveling for work, visiting friends, etc. And this one is such a unique formula because it blends out so easily. So you can take a little bit over the lid, blend it out, and then also once it sets in place, and then you use it again as a little bit of a liner, like I did today, using it as a liner, put it in the waterline. It looks great no matter what you do with it. So it's a very versatile product for me because I can build depth with it in a way that's difficult with some other cream eyeshadows. So this is all used up and rolled out of this project, and I'm so proud to have finished a cream eyeshadow this year. The last Resurrection product is my Smashbox Cover Shop Matte Palette, and I was focusing on the shade Assistant. Here's what Assistant was looking like last month. I am trying to use this up. We'll see how that goes, but this is what Assistant is looking like this month. There's definitely progress. Like, I can see a difference between the two updates, but I just don't know if there's enough progress to expect to use it up. I think what I might do is continue using it as much as I possibly can over these next 2 months and then repress it, because it's really hard to get the product that's up in this corner. And so I think I'm just going to focus on this side for the next 2 months, get as much of it used up as I possibly can, and then once I'm done, I might repress this and maybe this shade too, because they're just getting hard to use. This palette, I just like having it close by because it's so easy to reach for a shade or two when I need a matte brown or a matte like white or something like that. So I'm definitely happy to be working on this just a little bit this year, and hopefully it'll just be as close to empty as possible next month. Then we have 3 Collecting Cobwebs products. The first one is this Maybelline Magic Eraser Corrector Multi-Use. This is obviously a bronzer for me. This is where this product was last month, and here is where it is this month. I made a little bit less progress than I did the first month. I just wasn't always reaching for bronzer this past, sorry, not month, 2 months since the last update. I just wasn't always reaching for bronzer. There were some looks where just some blush and highlighter I thought looked really nice. So I wasn't reaching for this as much as I did from my first 2-month cycle, but I definitely will get this used up. I mean, even if I use as much as I did this past month, I will use up the last little bit of this, and I'm really happy about that because this is something that I've enjoyed reaching for, but it's also not something that I really reached for a ton in the full year, no, 2 years that I had it before putting it in this project. Next is this Cargo Swimmables eyeliner in the shade Lake Como. This is getting up there. It's getting old. And my goal is to use it 30 times. At my last update, I had used it 6 times, and over the last 2 months, I've used it an additional 11 times for a total of 17 uses. So I need to use it 13 more times in order to reach my goal by my next update. I started using it in my upper waterline, which is how I'm wearing it today. It's quite subtle that way. I think you can really only see that it's blue like in certain angles, but I do think it kind of accentuates my eye in a very nice way. I started wearing it that way because that's primarily how I wore the other eyeliners that I had from this range. They're really good waterline liners. They're super thick, kind of hard to apply almost, but you warm it up on the back of your hand and then go in and it sticks until you have to try to take it off at the end of the day. So I started wearing it like that because I frankly don't wear a bright, bold blue liner every single day or even every single week. So this was a good compromise to get some use on it. It's definitely getting old. I will have to decide at the end of this project if this is something that is actually good to keep and continue putting on my eyes, because it is getting quite up there in age. And I forgot to swatch the bronzer as well. So that's that. Nothing too crazy in color, but the little sponge is falling apart. So I'm definitely excited to have this used up. Then the last product is this Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Power Primer. I rolled this in at my last update and I was up here, and now we're down here. So this will definitely get rolled out by my finale for this project. This is super easy to wear. It's a like kind of, I don't want to say moisturizing, but it just creates a little bit of this like glassy slip on the skin. And it's a little bit cooling, very easy to wear, and very easy to layer other products over. So I hate the packaging. Like, it should not be in a dropper format, but other than that, I truly have really enjoyed using this product. It just needs to be in a squeeze tube applicator. To replace my Cargo Swimmables liner, I wanted to roll in another eyeshadow stick. Obviously, I can't use up an entire eyeshadow stick in 2 months, or else this thing would have been used up eons ago. So I wanted to roll in another product for like a usage goal, and I decided to do this Nude Sticks Magnetic Luminous Eye Color in the shade Twilight. This was one of the products that I wanted to pan in 2024, but as you can see, it's a little bit starting to get a little dry. It's hard to get color to show up, and it's kind of flaking. Actually, you can't see it very well on the camera, but it's yeah, not the most satisfying. So I just haven't been reaching for it, but I would like to try to use this 10 times, and then like the blue eyeliner at the end of this project, I can decide if this is something that I actually am going to use in my daily life, or if this is something that is too old and I should let it go, because I have other ones of these that are matte that apply beautifully. So I don't know if this is just the metallic formula of this Nudestix eyeshadow stick, or if it's just really old. So we shall see, and hopefully I can use this 10 times in the next 2 months. So that is everything that I have for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you are having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.